I never considered myself good, much less great at anything. Always considered myself pretty average. Not in size, of course. Come on. But in everything else. One thing that a lot of people don't know that I want to share with you guys is when I was 22 years old, I came to this city for the first time. I was playing in the Canadian Football League, playing my first pro football game. I was playing for the Calgary Stampeders. We were playing the BC Lions. I was so excited. 2 days later, I got cut. Dream shattered, sent home with $7 in my pocket. I was like, wait, no, I gotta play in the NFL eventually. Those are my big goals. That's my dream. You realize that playing in the NFL was the best thing that never happened because it got me here. So my point is, look, you're gonna get your ass kicked. We're gonna get the shit kicked out of us. You gotta get up. You gotta have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened. So have faith and just keep that in mind and keep plugging away. It's hard to believe, but that turned out to be one of my greatest strengths because it taught me how to grind, taught me how to pay attention to details, to embrace things that are uncomfortable, even painful. Not giving a fuck takes practice. Tuning out the noise, going with your instincts, staying committed to what you believe, that shit doesn't come easy. You'll feel like you're taking body shots. But if you stay on your feet, no one will fuck with you. In the greatest battles, there are no winners, only survivors. The wins, they all blur together, but the losses are etched into your mind forever. War is bloody. Ask Aaron Rodgers, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. Advice is a funny thing. Everyone wants to give it. Nobody ever wants to take that shit. I prefer to make my decisions based off instinct because there's a rhythm to it. It's all too much fucking information, if you ask me. Sometimes the right move is just the flip of a coin. But the only problem is, you're at the mercy of where it lands. I leave home like you guys left home. I'm ready to tackle the world, to get after it, achieve my dreams and goals. Fucking crushed by 22, 23 years old. Now I gotta move back in with my mom and dad. I played on great teams though. Wait a second, this is not supposed to be my future. I'm supposed to be in the NFL right now. I'm supposed to be making a lot of coin and buying my parents shit. It never happened. So I pulled out my wallet. I thought, well, let me see how much money I had. I opened it up. I had a 5, a 1, and change. The point comes where you hear that voice, big run's over. Like, you're done, right? So I heard that voice. Man, I hold on to that shit. I'm telling you, my back is up against this motherfucker. Do not forget it. At some point, you gotta be fucking tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta fucking play angry. And I play angry instead of telling you what I think you should be doing or how you could be better, or I thought, well, let me just speak from the heart, speak from my gut, and really not have anything prepared, but just tell you what's worked for me. And maybe some of the stuff that's worked for me might work for you now, currently, presently, as you guys have your goals and ambitions. This idea and this notion that you could be anything you want, you can accomplish anything you want, right? We hear that. You've heard that from the time you were little boys. You hear that now. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. So, and I'm sure you guys all have your processes. And again, I'm going to tell you what's worked for me. And I just remind myself, all right, I was evicted when I was 14. We were kicked off the island. We couldn't live in Hawaii. Had no place to live. A lot of shit happened. Then when I moved to Nashville, I was arrested multiple times by the time I was 16 years old. Like, I remember that. And it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid. I am here because it allows me to go into these big moments with a different perspective. What it also does for me, and again, this is what works for me. I keep my back, excuse my language, my back is up against this motherfucker. Every day, it's against this fucking wall. But it's up against this motherfucker because it's what I believe in. And when my back is against this motherfucker, then there's nowhere to go. it that way. Sometimes it's about the journey, and sometimes it's about the result. And sometimes it's about none of the above. And it never ends until you're dead.